Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are finally going to take our first look at the patch notes. I do apologize guys, you guys know I like to get these patch notes out early for you guys, but it's been a busy week, so haven't really gotten around to it. But here we are. As always, I read the patch notes so that you don't have to. So, the February update, the Dragon Strikes Back. Hopefully this is a banger update, we'll see. Xbox and PlayStation, January 30th, on 1 to 5 a.m. Central, 7 to 11 a.m. UTC. Update sizes, Xbox One S and X is 2870. Xbox Series S and X, not to be, God, it's so confusing, but Series S and X is 2750 megabytes. PS4 is 2857 megabytes, PS5 941 megabytes, iOS 919 megabytes, and Android 900 megabytes. February update, the Dragon Strikes Back. There's a lot to unpack with the first major 5-week update of the year, but for those who prefer the shorter version, here's your too long didn't read. Lunar New Year content, Azure Lane Wave 4, the Griffin of the Baltic campaign, Pan-Asian cruisers in early access, Italian legendary cruiser Napoli as a bureau project, ranked and brawl seasons, 5 in total, enhanced service records, finally, epic modernizations, and more as usual. Really? And more as usual, huh? I don't know, the usual lately is not a whole lot of anything. We'll see. Alright, here we go. To get your update goodies, this time it's a 4 times Dragon Camouflages, 2 times Air Dragon, and 2 times Fire Dragon, and 1 times Common Container. Redeem the code GKJK8M6EQM at https://wowslegends.com/code-redeemer. Lunar New Year. The rabbit has arrived. Welcome the symbol of the Lunar New Year, with an array of themed content, a new port, Pan-Asian Premium Destroyer Northern Dragon, the Celestial Guardian Commander, guys, with a unique roaring voiceover, and a revamped crate, also containing goods from the previous year's celebrations. Themed skins for Pan-Asian ships also will be waiting for you. Keep an eye out on our socials for a themed flag and patches. Pan-Asian Cruisers Early Access. The new tech tree branch arrives within Early Access framework with this update. The following list of 4 ships wielding deep-water torpedoes, smoke generators, and torpedo reload boosters, the latter for the higher tiers, will be obtainable through Pan-Asian Cruiser Regular and Big Crates. The Tier 4 Chungking, the Tier 5 Ramat, the Tier 6 Chumpfun, Tier 7 Harbin. With the guarantee system in place for Pan-Asian Cruiser Big Crates, you can find the exact drop rates here. Each ship continues with a personal mission. A dedicated commander, Chen Xiaoquan, will also be making his debut alongside the new branch. More on him later. The Tier 8 Sejong will become available and crown the branch with the arrival of the first spring update on March 6th, meaning the line is going researchable. The Griffin of the Baltic campaign. Pommern has arrived. Get her with an active Admiralty backing after completing 100 milestones of the 5-week campaign. As usual, the catch-up mechanic and heroic effort missions for extra renown are in place, reinforced by battle prowess missions, returning after their first appearance at the end of last year to become a permanent Admiralty backing feature. Pommern brings to the table powerful secondary or anti-torpedo boat armament. I feel like anti-torpedo boat armament is kind of like a little, elbow, like Wargaming Center, like, wink, wink. Anti-torpedo boat armament. We know it's trash, but we're going to call it something different to make it seem like it's more effective than it is, but in reality, it's absolute garbage. Armament. Anyway. Mighty AP shells, and a solid hit point pool to tank incoming damage with. All of that makes her a solid choice to take into battle, even with the wide variety the current roster of higher tier German battleships offer. Let's take a look at the campaign prizes, which you can acquire with or without an Admiralty backing. Griffin of the Baltic. Here we go. Without Admiralty backing, you can get all of this. A total of 15,085 doubloons worth of stuff. With Admiralty backing, you get all of that, plus you also get all of this, including the Tier 8 German premium jet battleship Pommern. A total value worth 73,860 doubloons. Now, moving on, we have the Azure Lane Wave 4. The latest wave of our collaboration with Azure Lane will arrive on February 6th. It includes as many as 5 new commanders. Azure Lane, New Jersey, which I'm hoping is an American battleship like hybrid build, kind of like Hyde is for the Germans. I would love to see a battleship captain for the Americans that allows us to have the Master Mechanic perk, which gives us 5 heals, as well as having the accuracy. That would be amazing. So I would love to see that. We'll see if that actually happens. We'll see. But Azure Lane Neptune, Azure Lane Rune, Azure Lane Chapayev, and Azure Lane Saint Louis. Besides the commanders, there are 2 new ships, 3 new skins, and a new crate. Make sure to check out our dedicated article to find out all the details. Azure Lane, yep, we're not going to read that. I always end up reading that because I get suckered in because they don't make it like fine point. They just make it as same as everything else. But that's just trademark data. Napoli Bureau Project. The first Italian legendary is here. The ultimate reward of the corresponding free Bureau project. This ship is a true menace. See for yourself. SAP secondaries, check. SAP primaries, no one knows. They don't exist. Even though the rest of the cruisers just got SAP primaries. Hello? Wargaming? Why you do this? Why do they have so much against the Italians? I still to this day do not understand it. Why does Wargaming hate the Italian line? Someone gonna have to let me know. Exhaust smoke generator, check. Go get her now. I'll get right on that. New service record, woo! Except it's not. You asked for it, and we're happy to say that the new stat pages in the service record are finally live, except the ones that you actually want. You'll be able to browse your overall statistics and check it for different game modes. The patch menu has also been optimized for better navigation. As for the specific ship statistics, please expect those in the near future. Yeah. Because, you know, the thing that people are actually interested in and the one thing that everybody's waiting for is this. But they want to throw this at you and be like, look, guys, we did the thing. But we didn't. Because you still didn't give us the thing that we're waiting for. But it's a step in the right direction, so we will just hold. Because there's nothing we can do about it anyway. New ships of the update and more. The Pan-Asian Tier 7 Premium Destroyer, the Northern Dragon. Not to be confused with the Southern and Eastern Dragons. This ship is a unique beast. She brings to the fray a solid hit point pool, rapid reload and range on her guns, and a decent torpedo and AA armament. Northern Dragon will be available in the store from February 1st through March 6th. Pan-Asian Commander Chen Xiaoquan. Here you go. A dedicated commander for Pan-Asian cruisers, Chen Xiaoquan is reinforcing the branch with his arrival. His base trait reduces incoming damage while your cruiser is within a smokescreen, and his unique skill improves cruiser concealment while also increasing torpedo range. You can obtain Chen Xiaoquan in the store for 900,000 Commander XP, or as a drop from Commander crates, including Pan-Asian ones. A new map is finally here. Well, it's been a while since we got a new map. A new map has been added for Tier 6 through Legendary Tier battles. Riposte features an array of isles that divide the map vertically and offers a range of tactical options for different ship types. Ranked and Brawls. The new update will be the best to date for competitive captains, with as many as 5 total seasons of ranked battles and brawl combined. There'll be plenty There will be barely any days on which you can't engage in competitive seasons while this update is live. Expect the details, as usual, in our dedicated article, which will arrive shortly before the first season of Ranked Battles starts on February 1st. Importantly, Brawl credit and experience earnings have been reduced by 20% on average. Boy, I'm glad you guys are adding more Brawls and then making it less paying to do so. So why would anybody want to keep playing? This makes no sense, Wargaming. As Brawls provided the single best points per minute rate in the game, often incomparable to other modes. Finally, yeah, because, I mean, how dare you make it to where people can play a specific game mode that you're bringing into the game and actually do well on it. Like, it's crazy. Can't have that. Finally, Brawl will also be available on mobile for the first time. So, nice. Mobile getting in on the Brawl action. Miscellaneous epic modernizations are here. They differ from the common ones by their distribution. You can obtain them through missions that will pop up in your campaign and mission tab automatically. And stats, of course. Any epic modernizations you earn during this update will be yours to keep. But we see this as the beginning of an extended test, so please be prepared for their stats to change. Perhaps even drastically in the future. These modernizations introduce an active component to how the mods work, improving your stats for particular actions on the battlefield, allowing to stack the bonuses 5 times until the battle ends. Modernizations include any bonuses provided by their regular versions. Special bonuses of epic mods only work in standard battles and battles versus AI. The mods are Gunfire Control System Mod 2. Main battery range plus 2% every 50 shell hits. Interesting. Artillery Plotting Room Mod 2. Dispersion of main battery minus 2% per 2 Citadel hits. Interesting. Main battery mod 3, main battery reload time minus 2% for every 50 shell hits. Secondary battery mod 3, secondary battery reload time minus 5% per 50 secondary shell hits. Torpedo launchers mod 3, torpedo reload time minus 2% per every 3 torpedo hits. Unmounting these mods costs 250 doubloons and selling them nets you 2.5 million credits. Alongside the introduction of epic modernizations, we are also doing a balancing pass on some 4th slot modernizations. Here it comes, boys. This is intended to help accommodate the new epic mods and change the popularity of some of these mods. The changes are as follows. Gunfire Control System Mod 2 changed from a 10% range increase to a 5% range increase with a 3% dispersion improvement for cruisers and destroyers. Artillery Plotting Room Mod 2 slightly decreased from an 11% dispersion buff to a 10% dispersion buff. So we get a 1% dispersion nerf to every American high-tier battleship and a handful of Tier 3 premium ships like Texas, Arkansas, I want to say it's Nassau. Yeah, there's a couple. I think Mikasa actually uses it too, doesn't it? I forget. There's a few ships down at lower tiers that gets artillery plotting room, and they will also be affected by this, I would assume. Because they're changing the perk, they're not changing just for U.S. battleships, even though they list them. But these guys are the ones that primarily get to use it. Main Battery Mod 3 nerfed from a 12% buff to rate of fire with a 13% nerf to main battery traverse speed to a 10% buff to rate of fire with a 15% nerf to main battery traverse speed. Multiple ships that suffered from hindered shooting abilities due to turret elevation at particular turn angles had those shooting angles improved. The Mackensen, the Zeton, the Heinrich, the Ruprecht, the Ibuki, and the Ibuki B. So, bunch of ships. Well, I guess if you're a German battlecruiser main, this maybe makes a difference for you. I don't think there's too many people running the Ibuki, so I don't think it hurts them too much. Bug fixes. Added rotation to Cleveland's radar. Okay. Finally. I'll be honest, I never even noticed. Xbox Series X with HDR and RT on at 4K resolution sometimes flickered. No, not sometimes, Wargaming. All the freaking time. I'm tired of it, and I'm glad you guys are finally fixing it. I thought it was a capture card issue, or I would have been screaming my head off about this the entire time. Like, I thought my capture card was going out already. I was upset. I'm not gonna lie. I've tried everything in my power to get the flickering to stop. I thought it was on my end. It's not. It's freaking World of Warships Legends. Go figure. And it has to do with the HDR and ray tracing at 4K. That's the problem. Who'd have thunk it? But at least they're fixing it, hopefully. Let's hope they don't break 3 other things while they're trying to fix it. Not that that ever happens. Rare cases of players staying flagged as non-crossplay after leaving a division with a different player with crossplay disabled. Rare cases of a black stripe on the horizon in port with a low-level account. And reduced the potential for weird physics when ships collide with terrain. Interesting. Mobile. Instances where the picture became oversaturated with brightness. And embraced the power of the dragon and turned the tide. Alright guys, so there's a lot of stuff coming in this new update. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. What are you most excited about? What are you least excited about? I want to know, because I would like to do like a little bit of an update video potentially here soon to gauge community reaction to the update. Again, I do apologize for not being able to get this out to you guys sooner, but again, sometimes you just get busy. It's been a crazy busy week, and didn't quite get the patch notes until just now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.